So we're going to go on Facebook real quick, check out what you guys are saying. I may not see nothing yet. All right. That was a little bit longer than I expected. That's how it goes sometimes. You want to try to be ready, prepared, get everything done, blah, 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 blah. Like, I even went ahead and did an end because I didn't have time today to do the whole thing on live. But I'm going to show you how to do at least one of these ends, and then let's go forward from here. So, let me make sure you guys can see on Facebook. I'll do my zoom in on Facebook and have the zoomed out on YouTube. At some point in time, you guys are going to get a better camera, but my camera broke. So now I went from pretty, like, according to the internet, one of the better cameras that I could buy. But I really think there's a lot better choices out there, to be honest. But we went back to the worse camera because the other camera just decided to, I don't know, just take a crap. Working on some 1/2 inch flex today. This wire is extremely flexible in comparison to what it actually is. It's 1/2 inch, so it handles a pretty decent amount of power. But at the same time, it being flexible makes it very, very useful for a lot of applications. So this customer is getting these two 393s you guys saw me build earlier this week and maybe even late last week. Those are going to him. The other 393s are gone. I'm going to build another high voltage safety stick for them. It'll look very similar to that one right there. We need a caliper. And we're going to go ahead and measure this booger out. Can you guys see? You guys can, but I think that's kind of risky, so I'm going to zoom out just a smidge. So I apologize to you guys. I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, that's better. So let's get to work. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hope you guys are doing good. All right. Now from here, to do a measurement for this, I got to do a split feed today and another high voltage safety stick. And that'll be pretty much the end of today's actual work. What else I do today? I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll figure out. You'll discover it with me. So we can get done. So one of my favorite methods for cutting this, I need to turn you guys a little bit back towards me. Maybe not that much, but something like that. So that I can No, I didn't think about that. I meant to. So we'll see if I did a good enough job. I usually use a different tool for this, but I'm trying something new. That looks kind of ugly, so we'll tidy that up. That's probably not my favorite tool to use. It'll do fine, but it just means I got to do more cleanup afterward. That little tail on the end, that backside, I have to clean up that little piece of scrap. Definitely way better than pretty much any other method. Let me get, you guys are in a bad spot, I think, on Facebook. Let me turn you guys back over here. Is that far enough? Yeah, that should be good. Now I can pretty much work. Everybody on YouTube can see me just fine, but Facebook, yeah. I try to get these close-up angle shots for you guys just to try to be nice, but sometimes it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So I'm trying to get you guys close, but then I got to stay still and work, and you can't do that with these. I mean, this is not even a big wire. You can't really do that with these big wires. I'm going to do one of those little Insta 360 cams on my chest or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Sorry. I don't think I got out of the shot. No, I did get out of the shot. I'm sorry. It's not my intention to move the camera too far, but I got to kind of pull it towards me where I can see. So, try to lean up a little bit. But for the majority, you just see me cut the jacket. I'm not doing nothing special. Waving a hand. Hope you guys are doing well. Everybody on both of these sides. I'm about to take this daggum jacket off. It's hot. Yeah, we're not doing this. The poor camera's going to go crazy because I'm wearing such a bright shirt. But whatever. Let's get to work. And then I can go a step further and just chop that booger and just pull that off. You don't have to thread it all the way off. It's sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I am going to knock off the sharp edges off of the top of this coax. Am I still in the shot? Close, but we'll just, whatever, get some of me in this shot because I got to get my head up in here. All right, whatever. So that's how she looks. This is what we do when we prep. Waving a hand, 11:37. Hope you're doing well. Tell me I'm stupid if I said your handle wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. Try to memorize everybody's handles the best I can. You guys, if you get a chance, say hello while you're in there. Let everybody know where you're out of. The 44s love to see it. They like to see where everybody's from, stuff like that. We did a little interactive map a while back, and they spent like an hour. Not really. I started by like the general vicinity, and then we finally I got tired of it. They didn't get tired, but I just started saying the state of everybody I shipped wire to. So they were loving it when they were trying to like find the nearest big city or whatever. So I'd say it's near this big city or near that big city. Here, I found it. 305, waving a hand. Hope you're doing well, man. So this is 1/2 inch flex. I got this. Yeah, woo! Cool. I got it right. What I was gonna say something else. Where did I put that? This is not the one. I was using something else. Did I put it up? Let me grab this out because I kind of like that tool. I found a new tool that I like, and I'm gonna use it. It's a thin crescent. So I was talking the other day about saying it doesn't go wide enough like this one does. But if you look, the thickness is off the charts. This is about, I don't know, not quite off the charts, but still, it's like time and a quarter the size, if not time and a half almost. So this is super thin, and it'll work for a lot of applications for me. So it's pretty awesome. So we will be working on that. So I've already got this lined up because I actually was using this just earlier. This is how I figured out about this. Something you got to do when you're measure, make sure we don't go too far. Pull this out. Manufacturer calls for about 7 mils on this specific design. And we're just making sure we don't go over. And we're good. This stuff's super flexible, so I'm not really concerned about the end and stuff. You can be a little bit more particular when you're working with like hardline and flex, and excuse me, half inch and 5/8 hardline and 7/8 hardline. You better, because if you're not, then you'll end up paying for it later on. All right, I'm doing something irresponsible. Hang on a second. Being a little rushy on this design. Making sure we're clear. This is 1/2 inch flex. Sorry, I'm taking an eyeball shot of it, making sure it's straight. The center bullet. No legs. Yeah, it just wasn't lining up on my threads. I just had to straighten it out real quick. We are good. So now I gotta hold the back side still. This is the type of connector that the back doesn't move and the front does. This is a I'd like to show you how to get this wrench is for other stuff, but we're not getting into all that yet. It's all in the shot. Everybody can see. Pipe busting weather. Good Lord. Dreading the cold weather, heading down our way. 7 degrees on Tuesday. Mud waving a hand. Hope you're doing well, man. Let me try to check out and see what everybody else has to say. Waving a hand, Jody. Hope you're doing well. What's your handle, Jody? And where you out of? Just I just do that here just to kind of let everybody know or say hello to everybody, and then of course left little 44s. Figure out who all came in. Let me do the other one. I'm gonna use a crescent because I can. I like the shorties, big long wrenches on this job. Don't really come in handy. Yeah, sure, I can get a little bit more tension on it, but it's more critical to get this stuff lined up straight and set up than it is to. All right, so the last step when you're doing this real quick, let me get back to what I was doing. I'll finish my other thought in a moment. Try to pull this off. Once it's on, do whatever you can to pull it straight up and off. Don't wrench it off because, yeah, sure, you can break any coax, but try to pull it laterally in this direction off. If you can pull it off, you didn't put it on good enough. Cry about it later and go ahead and start redoing the end. Yeah, it's not really about whenever I'm putting this stuff on here, getting like the maximum tension. It's about having everything lined up, set up straight, and then from there, of course, making sure the connection is done proper. If you Hercules anything, you're just going to cause major problems. You can Hercules later on, but this is more than enough tension for what it calls for on this. I think it calls for, 16 foot-pounds or some crap? Let me check. I'm giving it more than that, that's for sure. It calls for, according to the manufacturer, 20 to 22 foot-pounds. So it does not ask you to tighten them super tight. Juice and Galley waving a hand, man. Hope you're doing well. Copy the Southeast Louisiana 225 Raging Cajun. Yeah, copy. I knew you were friends with Cletus, but I never didn't catch your handle last time. I tried to do my best to try to remember everybody's handles. So I appreciate you guys hopping in here and hanging out and checking out what I'm doing on the live. So, like I said, this is 1/2 inch flex. Trying to keep all this stuff in the shot on Facebook. YouTube, all you guys got it completely with no real trouble. But Facebook, I'm trying to zoom in so the guys get a little bit. Apparently, they say YouTube's a better quality video. I don't know with this other camera I'm using or not, but I'm trying to at least give you Facebook guys a fighting chance. Now, I don't know if that's true. I was just told that YouTube's a better quality. I don't know if it still is. 305. When my camera changed, I'm not sure if you got to see it the other day. Did the quality get worse on YouTube? I don't know if you remember. If you don't remember, it don't matter. It's not critical. It's just all right. Let me go ahead and turn this camera back this way. You for y'all. Zoom out. Uh-oh, that thing's about to die. My gimbal's low on battery. No, not really. Did the camera lose quality, or is it better? I'm sorry. I didn't even remember my own question. Waving hand, Murdoch. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Copy that. I'm going to try to make sure I get this right. Yeah, copy that, 1137. I second guess myself to be handled sometimes. But that's why it's actually beneficial to me. I found out on these videos for you guys to tell me your handles, because then I can memorize them too at the same time. So I'm not disrespectful and rude and not remembering handles properly. I got a memory about like a fart when it comes to that stuff. So I do my best to try to, especially you guys who come in here regular, try to say hello to you. But yeah, that's a 1/2 inch flex harness. We're going to go ahead and do the, what am I going to do first? What do y'all want to see? The high voltage safety stick, or do a 7/16 DIN split feed? So just say split feed if you want to see the split feed. I don't know, safety stick if you want to see the high voltage safety stick. I'm going to wait and come back to you guys' comments. I'm going to throw this thing in a box so it's ready to go out the door, because I'm on a roll and this is my last order, and I will be caught up after this order. Well, I will be caught up in a sense. I still have to do, after this order, I will be caught up. There's plenty of stuff I got to do, but it's not for, like, I don't have to do that stuff on video. Like, that stuff is personal projects that I can do on my own. Actually, I don't have to do anything on video. Let me just fix that statement. I got plenty more work to do, but I'm finished with the last customer jobs. This 393 is going in there real quick. Actually, no, it's not. I've got to wrap it up some more. And what did you guys say? Split feed. I see split feed for one. One vote for split feed. Any more votes for anything else? Nobody on YouTube voted? All right. 1137 said much brighter environment. Looks like 4K. Jeez, that's nice. Sweet. Tells me my little $1,000-something laptop did pretty good on its little webcam. I had a better camera, I thought, at least. I'll show you guys what it is. It ain't nothing, I don't know, it's not supposed to be super special, but according to the internet, you know how reliable that can be. It's supposed to be really good or something. But it messed up and failed. It was the best Logitech one I could get. So we got one vote for split feed. Teflon puck style. Yeah, split feeds are all going to be Teflon puck style. Every split feed I build is with a Teflon puck. So I custom build these. So they're an invention of my own. The idea, of course, was inspired from something else, from a manufacturer that used to build them, but they don't build them the way I'm building them. It's for a different purpose too. But I modified one of those, and then I'm like, why don't I just make my own? So I did, and I've been doing it ever since. So we're just doing a 7/16 DIN split feed. I'm going to put you guys in this other gimbal and take you guys with me. YouTube is going to be a weird one. We'll see how this goes. So I've got this charging over here. Let me go ahead and swap the battery charger for this. Anybody? We only got one vote for split feed, but he's about to get the win. So 305 said split feed. So the rest of you guys that didn't vote or didn't say nothing, you're just getting ignored. I'm going to take you YouTube with me first and move them to a spot that they can see what's going on. And then I'll take you guys on. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know. We don't know. I haven't played with this. This is a bad idea. But it's being done anyway. So, all right, come on. Put you another gimbal real quick. Audio is louder on YouTube as well. Cool. That's pretty neat. 111 Needle Bender. Hope you're doing well, man. is faster, but the video quality is good on both. Well, that's good to know. All right, so where the heck am I doing? I'm going over here, and I got to grab some parts. So I'll take you guys along. A messy shop, and all kinds of junk everywhere, but I got transformers and all kinds of stuff sitting everywhere. I'm gonna put Facebook over here, and we'll leave YouTube over there. YouTube's got a little bit more of an overview shot. Facebook's got a little bit more of a zoomed in shot. So I'm cheating a little bit with these split feeds because I've already got. Is that the right one? No, it's not. I'll mute my parts real quick. Facebook can see me walk over here. YouTube can see me walk around. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. I already had that prep. I got one over here. Let me see. I knew it. I had one up there. So I've got to think about the order that I need to do this in. I've got to measure this. So how can Facebook see this? Yeah, I'll just do it over here. You guys can see. I'll move over there. Heck yeah, man. Glad to hear you're doing well there, Mr. Needle Bender. Okay. So this is the box size I usually use for this one. This gets me the size and the assembly I'm going to go for. So I'm going to start from scratch for both of you guys. Sucks. See all this little dust on here? Let me do a little bit of cleanup. Give me just a second. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff. This will be loud for a second, so just turn your volume down. So I'm just turning the shot back on. Everywhere. So I'm going to get a microfiber or two, and these will be my sacrificial pawns. We'll just wipe this bugger down, and the stuff gets everywhere. Don't breathe it. Don't get it on your skin. It's just a pain in the neck. With some FRP material. If anybody knows what FRP is, they can kind of follow the concept. It might be resin impregnated more than FRP, but I don't know. All I know is. All right. So you guys can see. You guys can see pretty good. So we're all good. Let's get to cutting. I use this. A little bit more. I'm just straightening my edge out. Could I use another tool? Yes. This is going to save me on my sanding process. Hopefully, at least. That's my hope. Not that long. Makes a bit of a mess, but that's part of that's what I say, c'est la vie. Such is life. It's part of it. All right, so I got to do a deburr. So first thing I do is just check the height on this. It's fine. Like a deburr and a chamfer all in one. So then I've got a bunch of rough surface, so I'm going to clean that up. My sander real quick. It's got a bit of junk in there, so we're just gonna clear it out. Here, if it's good enough, that's maybe a clay bar, other tool, whatever. I don't know. That's better. Okay. Now I got a pretty little piece of Teflon right there to work with. So now I gotta get my caliper real quick. And what I do is I cheat. You do not have to mark perfectly center. A lot of guys that get confused about stuff like this. You just measure the overall diameter of the surface, something like that. Doesn't matter if, whoops, my little battery's died. The battery holder sucks on this thing, so it's finally failed. It's a pretty cool little setup for what it costs. I think I've had it for a couple years. So around 46 mil, so I'm just going to cut that in half down to 23. Zoom it back out, 23. Doesn't have to be perfect, don't care. So line it up on the end, make a small little half moon, line it up on the end, make a small little half moon. X marks the spot. There you go. Simple way to find center, even if you're not perfectly centered to start with. So we'll go ahead and move you guys on Facebook to a good spot, maybe, so you guys can see the press. Or not really, the drill press. It ain't a press. I'm going to get a hydraulic press, but I haven't gotten one yet. I don't know, I'd say YouTube's got a pretty good view. Apologize if you guys are too zoomed out over there, but I'm not risking a $1,000 laptop just to set you guys in a better spot. I think you're in a pretty good spot in my opinion. So let's measure for our threads. I've got a caliper. I've used this before. So what I'll do is measure 4.9. I'll just set that over there. 3.4. This is a little smaller than what I was looking for. I think my bit that I use constantly is in here. Measure. 4. Oops. 3.4. Yeah, that's it. Cool. I think it's the right size. If it's not, I'm just going to go up one side on the drill bit after I'm done. So there's nothing super critical about this particular point. It's just finding center and using that to actually pop a hole. I'll try to stand out of the way of YouTube, maybe. I won't be got my back all up in here. It is tall enough if it can go all the way down. It cannot. That'll be a little bit of a problem, so just run up. Loosen this thing up just a little bit. That'll be fine. Goes all the way through. Just make sure, the biggest thing when you're doing stuff like this is make sure you don't have trash or crap in the location. See, I just had trash on the mat, so It has the potential to make my surface dirty, and how clean the surface is pretty important. Not absolutely critical depth centered, but I really would like it to be, if I can help it. So that's typically what I try to go for. I'm not going to have the right size for this, so now I got to find an Allen, and I'm going to take Facebook and move you guys back over here first. Is there anything else I need to do over here? I need to do, yeah, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Turn you guys, where am I going to do that? I'm going to cut this down over here. So this is way close, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Put you guys over there. And then YouTube, turn you guys can already see, whatever. Oh, we're good. So set these two pieces here. I'm going to bring a piece that I need. Two of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll set 3 over there. 2 right here. This part's going to be a little loud. I'm going to turn you guys in a 180 over to the bandsaw. And this thing is just noisy as piss, so I apologize in advance for the loud noise. I'm just going to cut this thing crooked. Not really crooked, but I'm going to cut it specifically a certain way, like this. So, of course, I got to keep myself out the way, so watch out and just do this one-handed. Never use 2 hands on something like this. Now, copper is very good at conducting heat. So whenever you have a crappy blade that doesn't cut it very well, makes noise like that, it gets hot fast. So be ideal if you got a better cutting blade. I don't have a metal cutting blade in my area, unfortunately. So I've got some very poor quality multi-purpose blades that I use. So I'm just going to clean up this edge. I'm going to get something to hold this material with. I think I'll use that rag. You got to be careful when you have extra fabric. Just keep the fabric very wrapped up, because if it gets caught in there, it will absolutely get you. I'm going to use a pair of pliers instead because it's safer. I got some pliers over here actually still for this section. Where are they at? Seen them a while ago. I'll use these, I guess. They don't have to be special or nothing. You're just using some pliers. Sorry. All I'm trying to do is hold this thing still. Like one, clean my edge up here. Look back over here. I forgot all about this part, which is not nothing special. It's just drilling a drill bit. Drill a hole. This is not too hot anymore. It's already had a chance to cool off. That's the great thing about copper. And then now, just line that up and hold that in place. I'll use pliers just because I can. And it's, again, safer to do so. Something like that. What we gonna do? So something happened when I was doing this. I hadn't tightened this up enough, and it slid back in the collar. So tighten her up a little bit. And rather than mess with anything else, I'm just going to loosen this up and raise this, what do you call it, this floor, this bed, whatever you want to call it, the work piece up. And do the same thing that I was doing a while ago. Just continue drilling the hole. Something I gotta do is make sure I hold on to this, because it is trying to push it down. Alright, there we go. Lining up like that. You guys can see what I did. So popped their hole. Now we're gonna have to do lots of heat. I'll take Facebook and then I'll take YouTube. Give me a second. Bunch of crap, birds and all kinds of other junk over here. Whole mess of a bench, but we'll get it organized and clean soon. Grab Facebook. Let me grab YouTube real quick. Take you guys over here. All right. All right. Turn that up a little bit. It's good enough. And put you guys back in this more stable gimbal over here. There we go. So turn this one off. Don't waste power. Let's finish up this split feed. So I've got some more ends to do. And let me go ahead and grab some my scissors. My skeezers. Need those actually. Go over here. I've tried to find a way to organize my stuff. Whether or not I've been successful in that, I guess time will tell. So put that over here out of the way. And let's scoot up and get to work. So I need to pull this out. Where's my... I've got a... right there. That's what I need. My O-ring seal. I need that out of there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of preliminary work. Where's my Allen? I bought 2 new Allen sets, so in case I can't find this piece, I will work with the new pieces. Feel like I found it, but that is not it. Let me grab a new Allen set real quick. Give me a second. It's the only bad thing about working with I need these things are too big. I was expecting to hopefully be able to use these things, but that is not going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's metric. We'll see which one you actually are here in just a second. Sorry, I'm not trying to let this take too long, but give me a second. There we go. Yeah, we're solid. Cool. I'm going to have a little bit more leverage with this one too. I think... Sorry, I'm trying to get a little bit of leverage. Forgive me. Let's start this. I'm doing this for a mock-up. It's not doing anything more at the moment. So give me a second to get this together. There's a method to the madness. Let me zoom in on Facebook. Got a machine down working nights. Have a go. Hey, catch you later, Mud. And copy that with maintenance. That's how it works sometimes. Appreciate you, man. Okay. Okay. Now, is there anything else? That'll be great. O-ring will hold up just fine. So now, here we go. What I'm going to do is go ahead and basically do like a mock-up. So I'm going to put 2 terminals on this real quick with the vise. I did not get the daggum press, so forgive me if I would have thought about it. I could have got like a little 10-ton press or something small I could throw here on the bench, and I could show you guys what I'm doing. But whatever. We'll continue our hammer method until I get back to Harbor Freight or wherever else has got a daggum bench press. But all I'm doing is flattening out the terminals. It's a round terminal and making them flat. There's nothing special or anything else about using a press. Maybe it might have a little bit of compressive force to actually hold and crimp a little bit at the same time, because, I mean, I guess I'd be putting 10 tons of force on it. But other than that, there's no real benefit to having a press, because this is an electrical connection, not a mechanical connection. If I set it up as a mechanical one, then I will absolutely pay the price, because I need to have a low impedance path. I don't need a high impedance path. Ideally, if I was to do this for like the best of the best, the absolute best I can possibly build, I'm going to do this with a different material. So if you guys have a request and you want me to build it the best I can, then feel free to ask, and I will. You guys on YouTube can't see. Scoot it over here. Facebook can see just fine. All right. Yeah, you see the little hobo kind of method I'm having to do on YouTube? You guys need to subscribe over there so I can get to 1,000, so I can put this on another gimbal. So we'll have this looking nice. All right. I don't really kind of promote subscribing too much and following too much, but whenever it really makes my life harder, yeah, please subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 of you guys, y'all can do whatever the heck you want. But until we get to 1,000, please. See, all I'm doing is spreading out that over the full width of the braid. Gives it the lowest impedance path to pass through. That's the reason I'm doing this. You can see my little heater method over here. My little Mr. Buddy. It does all right for what I do out here. I usually have a jacket, and I'm usually working and moving around and stuff, so there ain't too much, ain't nothing super special about it. What are we doing? This needs to be this way. I'm kind of OCD, so I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. I'm cutting this in half, and there's literally no reason, but it's just me being particular. I wouldn't call it OCD because it's not. I'm not completely compulsive about it, but it's definitely a preferred method to do it a certain way. I'm not sure if a press will get it that flat, to be honest, because this is a very smooth hammer. I don't know. We'll see how the press does. I'll be crying the blues if I get one, and it does such a perfect job that I couldn't say anything else. All right, back over here we go. Turn you guys that way. Turn you guys up, over, and let's zoom in. Zoom, zoom. All right. So I think I'll pick you guys up a little higher. And this is what we're going to do. So I'm just laying this out like it would be already on here. And then setting this up right here. And what we're going to do, see if I got to get a way to do this. It'll be a little backwards, but it'll be all right. It won't hurt my feelings none. So I'm going to have to do my best to hold this. This is hard to do, kind of, to be honest. It's not like it's a super complicated concept. It's a little difficult. And left them over there. Yay. Okay, whatever. Somewhere in the center. There we go. That's all I'm looking to do. These are not perfectly straight. They're not going to be even, but they're, as far as electrically, they are. So that's what we're going for. So this is going to be put on the shorter piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and hammer that booger on. And then I've got my other piece I'm going to put on my longer. So once I got that mocked up, we're going to go back like a dummy. I put that heavy freaking booger up. Elbow's gonna. It ain't too bad. My elbow's not jacked anymore, really. Back down there you go, YouTube. You can see what I'm doing. And then there we go for good luck. You guys got questions, y'all feel free to ask. Like I said, we're doing a split feed. It's a bit more involved than just throwing it together. But I like to do it where it's going to last if I can help it. Vice grip up here. Up and over. Turn you guys up and over. Flip this back over here. No questions? Y'all don't want to know nothing? Let's get to work. Bit too much heat. Whatever. No, a little bit more than that. When I do too much heat, what happens is this blue flame you can't see kind of goes way up here and gets in my way. Starts affecting my work. There we go. Backside first. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da. So I let it wick some, which is fine. Yeah, it's going to be hot, so I got to be careful. All right. Go back. A little bit more. There we go. So let's just do this side since I'm already here. You guys can mostly see what's going on. You guys got questions? Y'all feel free to ask. You want to talk about Hawaii coming up? Y'all talk about that. You want to talk about what all other where all else will be this year? I'll probably be in Waltersboro, South Carolina this year. I'll be at the Low Country Mud Duck Break. I'm not sure where else I'll be. I made it to about 5 events last year, but we're shooting for probably maybe 10 events this year. So we'll see what happens. Oh, it's hot. All right, well, all these are done except for one more. So this is going to be plenty hot, so I'm going to have to watch out for it a little bit. Put it on the needle nose and set it on this mat. This mat's a high temperature mat. I actually sell this mat. I don't know why I don't tell you guys more often, but it's just a mat that I sell. So I have to buy them myself, so I might as well sell them. Who cares? Get some more solder. I'm actually about to get some more. So if anybody wants a mat, let me know. No, all that time and I didn't. Whatever. I left a little bit of solder on the outside. I try to. It's like a personal goal not to spill any solder, but every once in a while it just happens. It doesn't affect anything, but it gets on my nerves. All right, what you got, Todd? You never thought about flattening the cot connected to the flat cable? I've always folded it to fit. I hope everything closes on bonding straps. Definitely. This only mobile and soft body. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it for sure. It's a good design. It'll definitely help, especially when you need a flexible strap to work. Don't use this exact method for soldering, though. What I would do is if I was using this for a bonding strap, what I would do is I would cut a hole and then I would flood it. So I would cut a hole right in here and flood it into the base of it. Don't do that back-sided solder method because that is a mechanical connection, regardless of whether you want it to be or not. Usually, ground straps have a lot more flex and a lot more vibration when you're driving down the road. So definitely change up the soldering method. If I'm building bonding straps, I will make them differently. All right, so let's finish the rest of this. I need to get, what is this at? I'm gonna have to drill this out anyway. This is, what is it? You guys on YouTube do not comment enough. We'll find it. We'll find little by little. I get guys hopping in and out on YouTube a bit, but who knows? It could be just like randoms, people who don't know me because I'm not. I think I have less than 100 people on YouTube right now. I don't have a bunch of you guys over there yet. Not that I want a bunch of repeats. It's not like I want that, but I do want to get to 1,000 so I can be done with this computer live mess. It's not super fun doing that. Having 2 gimbals would be better, or having a multi-device setup that I could hook it up on all of them would be better. I'll look into another option here soon. I need a longer piece. Give me a second. Got one up here. I'll use that. Extender rod. Okay. So where am I going? I'm coming from here. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm specifically going at an angle so you guys don't judge me. Oh man, he can't even drill a straight bit for nothing. I'm not trying to drill a straight bit. I'm trying to drill it crooked. I've had some. I don't know if I've had that happen or not, but I feel like that happens. All right, you're done. You need to go out. Let's see if you're the right size. I doubt you are. All right. That'll be fine. Need to cut the back side of this just a smidge with my handy dandy fancy little. I just use this. Could I have grabbed my safety glasses? Yes, they're sitting right there. Did I grab them? No. Should you follow my advice? No. Put your safety glasses on. All right. Let's move on to the next step. I need to find a very specific piece of hardware. I think it's down here. I think this is number one. Slow on. Is it? I do know. Looks like it, maybe. Let's change to my Phillips. Where's my Phillips at? I've got a really long bit somewhere. I'm not seeing it at the moment. Where are you? All right, wait. We'll change up. So, gotta roll with it sometimes when you can't find what you need. So I've got everything but my Phillips, and my Phillips is on a long shaft, about that long, but I don't know where it's at. I'll use this one. Oh, this is my Makita. I've been looking for that thing. It's not like it. Oh, you little butthole. I made a mistake on my part. Let me straighten this out, see if it'll work. If it don't work, I'll just do another one. Because I got the tools for that. Alright, so we need this. That was the wrong one. I used the wrong piece. So swap that booger out, see if this will straighten. I got whoop, whoop. That worked. Okay. Now let's change out to our Phillips. Are you guys in a good enough shot where you guys can see? YouTube is. It's Facebook mostly. Let me back out a little bit. That one more. I do need that. Don't know why I'm standing up for this. Mainly just suspenseful, guys. No, I don't know. Let's sit down. Standing up for no reason. Mainly because I couldn't find what I needed a while ago. So let's see if this works. So now we're going to go ahead and mark this up. Length. See if this slide heads into this piece. It's not. So let's just thread it. Might as well. Who cares? So I may have to redo this bit. We'll see if I can get away with it. Sometimes I get too aggressive, but I have to be aggressive where I'm doing this. Oh. Everybody can see, right? I'm zoomed out far enough. Yeah. Go. So now I'm just going to chop these threads. I normally would use my thread cutters on my bit. Let's just do it. Whatever. Let's do that way. I got another screw I can use. This is going to be my sacrificial one. Okay. I may cut that into a flat or something else because these things are hard to come by. But in the meantime, it's just going to go over there for now. We had about 3 threads we need to cut off, so we're going to go ahead and go to our threads. So how much do we have? A little bit more to go. Not that much. Let's go a little bit less. Choppy, choppy. Clear the threads back out. Threads are clear. On this back up. Put this on. Some of this stuff is just not. I mean, you guys know. You guys are liking it. Whatever. It works for me. It's underneath the threads. We're good to go. We're safe here. So now the body of this needs to be flattened. Hopefully this doesn't cause our problems. There we go. Line that up right there. This is going to have some water in it, and we'll get to work. Here's the part that's a little overkill, but it's what I do on all mine, and I will continue to do. It's water. Let you guys zoom in, I guess, or at least for Facebook guys. Up we go. Hey, waving a hand, 178 high voltage. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks. Info is flat instead of hydraulic crimp. Stick to the same method of soldering and drill bits. Yeah, so you can flatten. Now, you can use a big press, like a 20-ton press, and press it down. Hydraulic crimp, it definitely does kind of. If you're going for a DC connection, yes. For an RF connection, no. So I wouldn't pick it over. Hang on, I cooled that off too much. A little bit of the water hit up on the point. So add some more water. We're not out of it yet, so it's fine. This does cool off the connector body somewhat, but I'm not super concerned about it. So now, over here, ta-da! So just keeping the body below that boiling temperature. I don't really want it to get well above 200 and something degrees. The body on the exterior is fine. Just trying to keep the actual main connection. The insulator. So we are bonded all the way around, connected where we want to be. Could I machine something better than this? Maybe. Am I going to? Not really for what's necessary. For a $60 connector, it's hard to say that it's worth machining. Now, if I charged like $200 a connector, I probably could machine a slightly better connector. But for what this is, it's not a bad deal for sure. Especially me not charging for the split feed that's on here. I'm probably this year, if I don't time myself and actually figure out my costs and the stuff, I may go up on this. But as of now and as of the immediate future, I'm not charging any more for this. So it will be the same cost for now. Some point in the future, it might cost more. But at this present moment in time, it will not. So I need my O-ring, wherever the heck I put it. Sitting over here, I'm sure. Cheers. Scissors. I don't know where I put my other scissors. They're over there. I found them. So. Oh, that's not my O-ring. That's a different O-ring. This is the one I was using. No, it's close to sizes. Super similar. Sit in my O-ring. Let me just say, let me get something. Alrighty. From there, let's do the rest of this connection. I've got another tool set that I got to dig out. I could do this. Let me check these out. I don't know if I want to use these or not, but I've been using my brass ones. But I think, let's see what these look like. Not bad, not bad at all. So let's get my, yeah, I don't mind that. I think I'll use these and see if they bond better than my brass ones. My brass ones do fine, but I'm always looking to see if I can improve. I did something here the other day. What did I do? I think I found a clamp. Let me go grab one. Yeah, this is my little the hobo one. I've never seen this thing. This is like I've used this before. I own it, and I've said I've never seen it. It doesn't have like the locking ring, so it actually just does like a friction lock or a lever lock. I don't like that. It don't hold very well. It's too rounded, this edge. So what did I use last time? Oh, I used this. A metal one, maybe? Got a metal clamp that I used instead of this. It was where is it at? There it is. I found it. I don't know if this is the exact one, but this is what I used. Nothing super special, just has two little plates on it. Ta-da! I just needed to sit flat and then to be able to solder. Sorry, this part's boring. But this is important. This is kind of part of this step that it takes to make this stuff work good. I would say this is mediocre. I wouldn't say it's much better. I wouldn't say it's a ton worse. It's about the same, pretty much. Okay, there we go. It's good enough. We done with that part. All right. Takes a bit of heat to do so. This is probably because I'm heating up this whole surface to some degree. It's not a not a great heat conductor, but it definitely has an effect to how much heat this copper can kind of throw into it. All right, now I wonder if I did this to myself. I think I got another one. I think I got some more, but I might have just not really screwed myself, but delayed this shipment. There's a very specific metric metric nut that this takes, and I'm pretty sure on the last video I said I was out of these, and they were right here. I may just have used the last one, so let me see what it is. Calls for that's gonna be a fun one to find. All right, let's see what I got. Let me go look. I got it. Open this with it being unlocked on both. Nope. Woohoo! That was close. That was a close call. So now I have a whole pile more of them. I grabbed some oddball screws and hardware a while back, but I never took the opportunity to check through them and see if I got the good ones or the correct ones. So, yeah, that was risky. Okay, so now I'm not really concerned about what it does with the top layer. I actually kind of want to tighten her up. Not crazy. Sure this and find it's going to be smaller. It's going to be one of these over here. Maybe. It's not. Oh, I know where it is. What's that? Sorry. Where's my. Not that one. Not that one. Usually keep these things over here. But sometimes I'll hurt my own self and clean up. And when I clean up, put stuff away. And it's an 8, that's what it is. I got an 8mm right here. Let me go grab an 8mm. Hang on a second. It's going to be right over here. I've got a pile of these. Luckily, I have tools. Unluckily, I'm on a millimeter out. Need to get my stash toolbox right here. See if I got my 8mm in there. Actually, I can just use a wrench here. All right, it's fine. We'll just use a wrench. Who cares? All right. So I need to keep this right there, this right here. That one. A little tighter. Tighten that up some more. We'll see. It doesn't matter if this moves at all, but I kind of like to tighten it up if I can. But I can't be too aggressive with it at the same time. So now let's use my. I've got a cutaway for a kind of like a guide, a reference, or something to show you guys how this stuff works. I've got a cutaway. There it is. DIN connector, and I use this to kind of show myself how this stuff lines up. There we go. There we go. And then good. We're good to go. I gotta unthread that off there. So this is just making sure this bonds and grabs. It's not going to be perfectly tight, but they don't never get tight. It's not nothing crazy. Very rarely do I ever see these actually get like super good and tight because they're on a rotating axis with a extremely low friction coefficient connection. So let me show you how this connects up to the coax, and we'll go from here. So we have a harness like this, right? So you run this coax all the way to the top of your tower, get it all set up, and then once you get it all set up and done on there, you'll just screw your end on just like this. Tighten that booger down. You want to keep your center conductor away from your shield. Are we in a good spot right here? Nope. Let me go over here. Sorry, Facebook. You want to keep your center conductor separated from your the body. I wonder if this goes wide enough. Not quite. Those little snap-ons do, though. So just tighten it on the body like that where you can't get it off by hand, and then line it up where it's like that. Set it up, hook it up on your gamma, on your split, on your hairpin, on your whatever you got, anything you got set up, and then support the coax on the backside. You don't want to pull the whole coax just off this connector. It's not really the smartest decision, but now it's sealed from top to bottom. There you go. If you want to be extra special, get some silicone 2 plus and seal this braid because it is copper on the ends, and that copper can oxidize over time. But yeah, that's how it's set up. But the wire is not going to fail under any circumstance. If you let this thing oxidize and you just did not take care of it whatsoever, just buy a split feed 3 or 4 years down the line from me. But that's how she sets up, and that's how the split feed is done. Now, from here, I need to do a high voltage safety stick. So, for the guys that don't know what that is, it's going to be this piece right here that I'm building. Gotta be careful of that. And luckily, I've done a little bit of Ready? I've got a few of these. Set up. I just cut that end down. I didn't do nothing special. But yeah, another high voltage safety stick. And we'll get to work on this. I'll zoom out just a smidge. See what I'm working on right here. All right. This requires a couple pieces. What were you guys saying? Uh-oh. I've done this on a few occasions. Hey, we didn't get low enough. We're good. How many watts is that good for? Good for about 8,000 average. 5K and 10K slugs yet? I'll let you know. I'm not sure. I'd have to. I don't think so. I've got some 5K and 10Ks, but I don't think you want to pay for them though. So I've got a 10K here, and then I've got. Do I got a 5K over here? No, I got a 10K and the 25K, but those were brand new, so they're not going to be cheap, unfortunately. If I come across some more used ones, I'll let you know. I do sell them, of course, new, but new is a bit more expensive. Bird's proud of their stuff. All right, so, but I will definitely keep you in mind for sure, and I will let you know if I come across them. Absolutely. I always try to. I got a bunch of bird stuff right now. I just don't have any the big sizes. I've got so far in bird. Let's just go over here. You guys can see on YouTube. You guys on Facebook cannot see. So let's do a little kind of head count on sizes. Let's do something like that. That'll be fine. So for bird sizes, we have got. I think our smallest is going to be a 10 watt. I've got another 10 watt. I need to reorganize this anyway. 10 watt, 10 watt, 25 watt, 25 watt, 25 watt, 25 watt, 50 watt. What in the world? Sorry, guys. Gimbal decided it wanted to be stupid. What are you doing, buddy? Can you just not do this? Says I've given up. Oh, let's just disconnect. Back over here. Back over there. Now, YouTube was getting all the action. All right. Should improve the Facebook video a little bit, the quality. Well, it looked like it did, but then it just got blurry all over again. It's because it's using a different camera. Sorry, I'm all up in you guys' business, but there we go. Come on, you can do it. In between. Thank you. Okay. 10 watt, 10 watt, 25, 25, 25, 25, 50, another 50, another 50, another 50, 100 watt, 250 watt, 1,000 watt. I may have another 1,000 somewhere, but 100, 250, 1,000. Then I got 10,000, and then I've got, where is it? 25,000. That's another slug for a custom thing, and then I got a custom from 10 watts to 10,000 watt meter right there. It'll do 10 watts peak all the way up to 10,000 watts peak, but that's all built in one meter. Then I got a sampler and a few other things, and then above 10,000, let's go down a little bit. I got 2,500, Then I got 25,000. Then I got 50,000. Then I got 100,000. Then I got 100,000. And then I got 100,000. That's milliwatts. Well, just 100,000 milliwatts is all it is. So we ain't talking about no big numbers. I don't know what you guys are thinking. It's just little bitty watts. 100,000 milliwatts. That'd still be a lot. All right, here we go. Let's mark this booger for center and start drilling it out. Algom just fed you this. I am making a high voltage safety stick for working on high voltage stuff right here. I just finished up with some RG393 coax right here. So it's stuff for communications. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe you get interested in communications. I got a bunch of guys on Facebook checking this stuff out right now too. But I appreciate you checking it out on YouTube. I apologize if I didn't respond fast enough. I don't know if how long ago you asked that question, but sometimes I miss it. I apologize. Hopefully, I didn't make you wait too long for that. New 5K, 5 and 10. I'll give you some prices on the 5 and the 10, and the bird that goes from 10 to 10,000 peak is for sale. Yes, sir. I'm gonna. Anytime I do something, I always make sure I test everything in advance. So what I like to do is I'll have 2 of them here and I'll test them out. But yeah, give me like if you do order it, then just give me like a week to run it through its paces, make sure it's working good. Because anything that ever leaves my shop, I try to make sure is the best I can make it. I don't like just throwing stuff out and sending it out the door. I like making sure that whatever I'm doing is proper. Man, I wish I knew how long ago he sent that message. Sorry, YouTube. Maybe I'll respond to it later. This has got such a low friction coefficient, I can't drill. Hang on a second. Let me get like a better spot. All right. Let's get to work. Making some stuff. All right, so we're going to make another 25,000 volt sissy stick. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some high voltage wire real quick. And we're going to get this. Let me get some. So let's get to work. Does anybody know how to check and see how long a comment long before a comment was made? Nope, I have no way to see it. Whatever. We could have got somebody in the radio world, guys. We could have just grabbed somebody and plucked them out of the YouTube verse. I don't know. He might be still hanging out. So, hey, Chris, if you're still hanging out, pop a message out there and let me know. Mr. Flores. All right. Here we go. It's got all this. Put this back away. Let's grab some terminals real quick. Got 1 and 2. So small and large. Don't know. We might have lost him. We tried, guys. We tried. Oh! Let's So I'm just going to basically drill a hole in each one of these, make a hole right here, and then we'll go ahead and crimp these boogers down. And you guys will see how this is done. Heck yeah! Basement coming together. Yeah. Good $2 probably else. V1, good $2. Realistically, a 2500Z box, like an AL80, AL82 does pretty good, and AL80 does pretty good. What else would do pretty good? Little light on an AL1200, little light on an AL1500, but you could definitely do some work, do some watts with them. You could do I don't know. There's a bunch of choices for sure. But any 3CX box, some 3CX 800s, you could use the. You could do that. I'll set up with those. So 3CX 800s would be. There's a couple different boxes that make those. There's a couple alphas that come with that have 3CXs in them. All right, so now here is where this comes in handy. I just bought these, 2 of them, because we're not gonna. I don't know where the old ones are. We're not digging them out. We're not finding them. They're just gone to the pit of DWin's RF Supply, wherever the heck that is. So these, not in there. Stick them in here. I just don't know. I swear if I lost them, that would be hilarious. Oh, I know where I put them. I feel like I know. You know when you get like this thought in your head, you're like, it's got to be here. I know it, right here. This is where I put it. And then you check it, and you're like, oh crap, that's not where I put it. Yeah, that's what I just did right there. I did this on live like 2 or 3 days ago, and I just set them here. I bought 2 of them. Spent freaking stupid money on this junk. Not really. It's like $50 still. $50 is $50, man. Stuff don't grow on trees. So I've got to find. I'm going to be using them for this job. I've got 2 of them. Just sitting Didn't put them down there. Them. Oh. That's. No, I pride. Not really. Ain't that prideful. But I try to do my best to make sure I've always got what I need. And I'm not missing anything. Whenever I start running low on something, I just buy more of them just to be safe and make sure I've got it. But Lord, were those things a pain in the butt to find. They were literally right there. Jeez. Okay. So let's try not to do that again. Let's try to set them out where I remember. I'll set them up blatantly obvious, way up there. Maybe I'll remember them next time. Jeez. Sorry for whatever. 3 of you guys who were not patient enough to let me find them. I do apologize that I lost something. That's kind of how it works, though. Sometimes you guys will be hanging in there with me. Let's see how this ends, and then I lose something. You're like, forget it. All right. So just lock that booger in. Use the tooth on the set, and it just digs in on the backside, grabs what it needs to. I need a mechanical connection on this and a physical connection here. I could probably get like a big. This is something I would recommend to even go like a huge, like crazy powerful press. I don't know how many tons you can put on this. I don't even know if you could put 1 ton on it before it would just shear the wire in half. But this is something I would really like to crimp even tighter than what I do right here. I actually am gonna do that. I'm gonna crimp it a little sideways right here. Get up there. There we go. Now, we got this lined up. We just need to pop a hole right in here. So the way I can do that is I can lay it up on the side. Let's get this back real quick. And line this up right here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank y'all for checking out these videos. It's definitely appreciated for sure. If you guys got questions while I'm doing these videos, I really don't mind answering them. I don't feel like you have to be quiet the whole video. Say something. Pop up, say a comment, let me know. Let me know you're in there. Just say hello. It don't matter what you say. I mean, a lot of you guys will hang out and won't say nothing, and like I said, I don't mind. I've said it before. It doesn't bother me at all when you guys don't say stuff. It don't hurt my feelings, but I definitely do feel like somewhat it makes you guys feel like I'm not allowing that. It is perfectly okay for you guys to hop in here and say whatever, as long as, of course, it's radio related and half considered polite. We're not out here to say stupid stuff and then expect not to get kicked out. But the rest of it, I mean, if it's a legitimate question, shoot, man, heck yeah, hop in here and ask. It gives me something else to do other than talk to myself. That's what I feel like a lot of times doing these videos, and I don't know, I blabber a lot, but you guys don't say enough back. So sometimes it feels like I'm getting through, and other times it seems like I'm rambling to no end. So you guys keep coming back to hang out and check it out. So I guess I'm doing something right, but I do appreciate the feedback when you guys give it. Ta-da! She's all sucked in there and connecting. I appreciate you learning there, or let me know you're learning there, Needle Bender. That's the whole goal. The whole goal is to make these videos informative, where you guys understand, figure new things out, understand the concepts of RF theory. I really want these videos to be more than just me talking to myself. To be honest, it would be a great disservice to the community if these videos didn't kind of help you guys actually learn something. In my opinion, of course, there's plenty of people who just do build videos and hey, watch me build, and people watch them build. But that's not really the purpose of my RF supply. It's the slogan, of course, is you always win with D-wins, and I appreciate Mark for giving me that. But the thought process, the kind of the motto behind the business has always been making upgrading not so scary. Just trying to make it where when you upgrade your stuff, it just doesn't seem like it's the end of the world anymore. It's not one of those things where you just feel like it's impossible. There's so many guys that have 213 coax and they want to upgrade. They want to get something better. They want to do something to improve their station. But they don't know how. They don't even know there's a bigger coax out there. They don't even know that there's a such thing as a bird meter versus their truck stop special meter or something like that. There's, I don't know, just a bunch of other reasons that people just don't upgrade because they don't think it's possible. I didn't think it was possible years ago. There's a lot of things I didn't think that we were capable of doing before they were actually done. You just don't consider that stuff. Oh, you little bugger. I figured that would happen. Okay. It's not the end of the world, but it'll be all right. So it went to the backside a little bit. So I'm going to have to wick this in at a really weird angle. Not that it's, if it don't work, then we'll just, nah, forget this. I don't feel like doing it. I don't have to. It's not a requirement. It's not. This didn't really save me any time. I haven't done anything extra. Like there's literally nothing to keep that connection on there. So we're not doing that. So when you strip this back, here's my word of advice from what I just learned about 30 seconds ago. Watch how far you crimp up, because if you crimp it too far up, you can't really allow the solder to wick in. So I would say, as far as recommendation on where to stop, somewhere right here on your crimp. So I'm going to move my crimp just a little bit further down. Something like that, I think. Crimp even further down. Either 90 or 110, whether you want 25,000 volt or 40,000 volt. They're on the website. Everything is not on the website. There's a lot of things I put on the website, but there's a lot of stuff I still haven't got on there. But I do have the high voltage safety 6, I think, on there. I don't know. I really would have to check that, actually. I need to see if you can check out with them. Like, I have to do, like, mock checkouts. I need to have, like, somebody doing my R&D on my website. Hey, I tried to check out with this item, and it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe I'll do, like, bonuses for finding bugs. They used to do that in, like, the coding world. It used to be a lot more of a thing than it is now. It used to be, if you found a bug, then there was like a bounty for it. It was like, no, I ain't got that kind of money. These multi-billion-dollar companies do. They had like I think it was $100,000 bounty for one of them. There's like a $500,000 bounty for another one. It's all kinds of crazy stuff. Much better. Way, way better. Let's see how it starts dripping out of the backside. That's just part of it. It'll start wicking out. So when it does that, you have to let it cool off, and then you do a quick heat, and then drop some more solder in just so it doesn't have a chance to wick all the way through. Get in there. Nice. All right, cool. It's kind of slow going on this part, but it's the most critical part. Just making sure it's all bonded and done well. That's why I went ahead and cut it back, because this is for all intents and purposes, to be honest, this is somebody's life. Whenever you work with stuff like this, now there's all kinds of safety protocols. There's all kinds of stuff that you should do, but at least I can do is try to give you one more step, one more piece of something that could possibly save your life. That's my goal. This is not by any means, nor is it ever claimed to be a life-saving device. As far as like exclusively, it along with multiple other practices could help give you a safer experience. But there's no guarantee of anything in anything in life. This is just hopefully increasing your odds, guys. That's my goal at least. If I can increase your odds, then I'll be happy. I feel like I did something. Okay. My cat. Perfect. Now we'll actually use this real quick. Again, one more time. Uh-oh. Looks like our Facebook broke. Yippee. That's crazy. Whatever. Well, YouTube, you still got it. Facebook, you don't. This is probably the second live that my phone has died in because the gimbal can't handle it. I'll have to figure something out with this. I might have to get like a super light charger cable or something for that thing. Whatever. See this booger up, get to work. I'm just finishing this part of this job anyway, so whatever. Butter. What's up, YouTube? I haven't figured out why the audio is so much louder here. Facebook quality, video quality is much better here as well. Yeah, you know why it didn't come back? 11:37. My phone died. I messed around. I was trying to put it on the charger earlier, but the gimbal kept trying to fall. So I didn't want to make the shot mess up when I was putting the bird stuff. So apparently the phone was almost dead, and it didn't tell me. So whatever. I need like an audible tone or something on the phone, or something. Then I'll catch it. But yeah, this is a. Oh no, it kicked people out of YouTube too. Sorry. Yeah, this is weird. YouTube does not tell me when people's in here and out of here. Did you hop in and out 11:37, or was you in here the whole time? If you didn't back out, that was just weird. Let me hold this still. You guys can see it on YouTube. I can cheat on YouTube, but I don't have to be perfectly straight. There we go. Brings that fucker down. It's probably still hot, but whatever. Yeah. There we go. High voltage safety stick number 2 is done. So that means today is Thursday. We are complete with every single job that needs to be done. So I will. Yeah, it's weird. Like it says you left and it says you came back. It's just weird. Like it says 2 people are here, then 0 people are here, then 2 people are here. Whatever. I don't know. I appreciate you hanging out nonetheless. So let's put some zip ties on this. Good thing I did that after I moved all the bird slugs. Probably one of the first times I've done that. All right. I was trying to reach behind my bird slug holder and knock the sampler slug out. All right, 3 zip ties, 1 on chalk. Can you like zoom in on this one, or is it like a bigger picture, or what's it look like there, 1137? Like, because it seems like to me, here's my thought: this video is too zoomed out in comparison to like what Facebook is. But just for reference sake, is it for you? Is that the case, or is it just perfectly fine? That would be my question. All right. There we go. High voltage safety stick number 2. High voltage safety stick number 1 over here. So this will be. I don't know what I'm gonna do with each one of these. I think I'm gonna do this. Both of them's gotta get packed away, so I'll go ahead and pack them up. All right. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to see what you thought 1137, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can turn this booger back on. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lighter charger or something to charge this thing up whenever it's like this. But yeah, this is the device we normally use right here for our lives. I may do something nicer in the future. I don't know. I think I've looked multiple times on Facebook, and I do not know of a way to do a better quality video. I've tried early on to do the lives on the computer, and I don't think they were better. So I don't know. Appreciate you hanging out. I guess we'll go ahead and you can zoom 8 times here, but I don't. The video and audio quality is much better though. I wear earbuds on Facebook and I can barely hear you. Ain't that something? Like I've had I did my what do you call it? I've listened to my own videos with just like my speaker and stuff, and it plays pretty fine. But yeah, that would be. I'll have to do. But here's the thing: I could do one of those. What do you call it? Lapels or whatever, and have a lavalier or whatever microphone right here. But the problem with those is I don't know. It just seems like I guess it would be fine. To be honest, I can't really think of a problem for it. It would be a problem if I did it at the key downs, but I don't think it would be a problem if I did it on like these normal videos. So I don't know. I may do that. I'm not sure. I'm just organizing these bird slugs, and then I suppose that will be it for the evening. I probably need to do more work. I need to build more pieces, but we should probably call it. So I'm trying to organize these where they look pretty, though. We got all our 10s, our 25s, and our 50s, and our 50s over here. And then after our 50, we'll step up to our 100. One more 50, and our 100. I've sold a bunch of the larger sizes, that's why I'm lower on them. That are 250 and 1,000. Because I just sold 5. I've got a box of the other ones, the 10,000 and the 25,000. The dummy slug, and then all my other larger slugs can go there for now. And then I've got more slugs to go over there. All right. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks. And definitely, yeah, it could be just Facebook for sure. But thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all, guys. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you later. Appreciate you, 1137. Appreciate you, everybody else who's hanging out or has hung out or is checking out this video later. See y'all.